Hello everyone, xHedra here, bringing you episode 39 of Create Above and Beyond, a Modpack by simibubi. So, let's be honest, you've got 2 episodes of the new series Universe IO, and you immediately jump to conclusion that I was abandoning this series. Or you've known me for a while now, and I never not complete a Modpack unless my computer dies and I lose all the sources file. Let's not talk about those 2 series. Oh god, that was awful. Okay, so I think that I might be able to finish this series in 2 episodes, today and the next one. And that's what I'm going to challenge myself. So we really have a lot of stuff to do. Let's get to it. In the last episode, I made this contraption that I'm powering with this crazy ass system. Like, it's really good. Look at the amount of current stress, 16,000 SU. So it's really amazing, but you need to power it. So the furnace needs to be working. So for the furnace to work, you need to have something to burn and something burning. So basically, I'm pushing wood into it, that's creating charcoal, that's being put into a drawer, and that's going back into it. At some point, this drawer will probably be full, and then this will get stuck and stop working. So I'm not sure I'm in love with this system, but it's working, so we're good for now. Woods goes into stripped wood, goes into plank, goes into this crafting of sticks, and yeah, we're making so many sticks so fast that this is going to continue running probably forever now. So also, before we go any further, this here, I was looking at Discord and someone was talking about how painful the matter condenser was and how like getting enough matter ball was a problem, and someone said, dude, why don't you just pump water into it? It accepts water, and that makes it go crazy fast. So at the end of the episode, my time-lapse is going to be pumping this with water. And the other thing that I'm going to do, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, at the end of the episode, I'm also going to rejigger this whole smeltery so that it's ready to make just a crazy amount of, what's the name? Oh, it doesn't tell me the name of the content, the fluid logic something. We're going to export to it using applied energistic, but for that we're going to need some seared chutes and seared drain and stuff like that just to make sure everything's okay, and we're going to have to take out those seared stone and that molten glass out of it. For today, okay, time for a list. Let's go right here. For today, we're going to need a hose pulley with our end crank, 4 fluid cell, 3 fractioning still, 3 modular reconfiguration, and 4 ender tank, because we're going to need to start getting oil into fuel. And before we do that, I just want to take a quick look at these. Yeah, good. Woo. Not good. Okay, so we need to restart those, because we need these symbols or else this is not going to work well. Nope, this is the minus. Oh, this is not the right one. Minus. Pluses. Stop clicking in the wrong place. Plus minus. Of course it's going to be the last one. Divisioning. Nope, that's 8. Oh, well, that's nothing now. Okay, I guess the division was this one. You know what? Let's just go and get another one right here and say this is going to be division, because we ran out of division, which means that the one stopped. You know what? I want to try something. Where's my oversending? I had made an over stack limit modifier, so I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to set that. So someone was also saying in Discord that you can say limit to, and apparently you can enter a number here. So technically I'll set it, you know what, just to be able to test it, I'll set it to 100 just to see if things fall off. And all of these, you know what, I've decided I just want to remove the limitation that I've put on it. Let's just quickly remove the limitation on those things, because they're also going to permit me to go right here and say, put all of this in the drawers. Great, and all of these. And all of these. Perfect. And I'm not getting any more 8, I guess, for now. So this is restarted, and here I have 64 plus 35. Oh, that's exactly what I needed. So here's what I think is happening. Whenever I go below 100, it starts just going crazy and producing, and it's shipping them along. But because I have a limiter, and because this can accept more than a stack, it's still letting the element through. So that's 100. It uses the one, it calls for another one, and wow, this is really working beautifully. Do I have another stack limiter? Okay, so I'm probably going to have to insert a couple of stack limiters on those. For now, see, that's already at 12 stack. Oh, it's probably also because I pushed it. Which one? Oh, I never put them in. So I'll do, so 12 stack, 14 stack, 15 stack. Okay, I'll leave it like that for now, and I'll just go and concentrate on my stuff. Because here's the problem. When we're going to start making the dimensional matrix, I need to have all of these drawers completely full. And right now, because of the ones, this is not filling up. So one of the things that I'm going to do in my time lapse is that I'm doing one by dividing 3 by 3, but I could also be doing one by doing 8 divided by 8. So I'm probably underground going to set up 2 or 3 more mechanical crafter processing creation to get more ones, because this is like kind of ridiculous. I need ones. I need a crazy amount of one, because there's no point starting this whole processing until I have the ones. Okay, that being said, it's time to get started. So first off, we need a hose pulley right here. Super easy. You know what? I don't know how many I'm going to need of those, so let's just grab this for now. We're going to come right here, blah, 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 hose pulley right here. I'm going to need my hand crank. I said I'm going to need my hand crank. What have I done with my hand crank? I didn't use it here. Did I use it here to test something? You know what? That is what I perfectly call a waste of time. Let's stop searching for the hand crank and let's just make another one. It's so inexpensive and easy. So let's come back right here and say hand crank. Hand crank right here. Nope, we're missing shaft. So let's make some shaft. Let's make a hand crank. And let's continue progressing. We're going to need 4 fluid cell. And you know what? I think I saw some. Nope, not here. What about here? Yeah, I have 2 fluid cell. So I'm just going to make 2 more. So I'm going to need nickel gears 1 and 2. And then let's make these. Push them back in here. I'm going to need 2 of these coil servo something. And voila. Okay, so we have the 4 fluid cell. Then we need fractioning still. Fractioning still. You know, let's press A on that. So the fractioning still transforms the oils into light and heavy oil. And then light and heavy oil separately can both become fuel. I'm going to need 3 redstone flux coil. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to need 6 invar gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Then I should be able to make the 3. Then I'm going to need the 3 augment. These one. So I'm going to need 3 more redstone servo. And then I'm going to need 6 gold gear. And then I can get these 6. Oh, these 3, sorry. Perfect. And then I need, so those are the modular reconfigurator, fractioning still, fluid cell. I need the ender tank. Okay, for the ender tank though, I need, I hope that I have a couple of stack of this. 4. So let's just grab 2 stacks for now. And we're just gonna start working from this and see how it goes. Great, so push that in. And, oh, I have some ender casing. I have 14 worth. So I'm happy with that. Let's go. What's the next step? The ender tank. Okay, so ender tank. So the reason I want 4 is 2 to bring the oil from the oil well, and 2 to bring the fluid, the fuel to wherever I'm going to be fueling my rocket. So I need some fluid tank, which means I'm going to need some copper. Oh, maybe I have copper sheet. I should have checked first, but since I'm here already, let's just go boom and boom. Grab this and go from this. So let's search for ender tank. So ender tank needs fluid tank, needs copper casing, voila. And then fluid tank needs, okay, 4. Then let's turn around and do this and this, and voila. I'm going to use, do I have, what's the dye that I have? I know I have black dye on me. And you know what? I'm going to make the fuel, I want the fuel to be orange, because the fuel looks orange to me. So do I have orange? Yeah. So I'm just going to use 1 orange each for the orange. And oh, I do have black dye, and I'm going to triple black it to for the oil. So oil is going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, whereas fuel is going to be middle and middle, and that's not being used by anything, which is perfect. So let's just grab all of these, and then we're going to go and set up our fuel extraction, or oil extraction, sorry. Perfect. And where did I put my rending gale, sorry, my flying widget, aka the rending gale? Right here. Ooh. Did I not? Do I have building blocks on me? Yes, I do. Perfect. So we're going to go up here. One more high, like this. Now let's put the hose pulley right here. I don't know which side the crane goes. Oh, it goes here. So I'm just going to go lower, and then I'm going to put the hand crank here. And is that the right side? Yes, it's coming down. So we're just going to lower the crank to the bottom. And once we're done, we're just going to go on the other side, put a fluid cell to extract the black gold, aka oil, crude oil, and then we'll just put a pump on top of it. Wow, this is deep. Probably not going to run out of oil, because it's not like we're going to need a crazy amount of oil. We just need enough to fuel the rocket and go to the moon. I don't even know if we need to come back from the moon. I think we can just go to the moon and Modpack is done, because I'm starving. I just want to complete the Modpack. We're going to check what quest might be left, if there's any cleanup quests that do need to get done. But this is not like, there's so many like optional things that are not necessarily important. We might not need to do anything more. And before we go to the moon, oh, it's not going down, so it's finished. And before we go to the moon, we are for 100% sure going to check that we're not, sorry, trying to talk. We're going to make sure that there isn't any like important quest that we have left to do. So we're going to say from the back, pull, and voila, we got crude oil. And right here from the top, we're going to export. I don't like that it's not showing. I'm guessing that it's, oh, export. Oh, it is showing, so I do see it. Oh, and I have to remember to chunk load these. I hate when it does that. Like, I don't know if I can load only this one. I'm not going to take any chance. I'm going to chunk load all of them. I still have some space, and we're toward the end. But I dislike how sometimes like you're off grid just a little bit. So let's go back home, and we just need to continue. Now, for the setup, what am I going to try? So I want to try a potentially weird setup. So this is where the fuel's going to get. This is where we're going to fractionate light and heavy. This is where we're going to fractionate oil. And hopefully light's going to go this side, heavy's going to go that side. So to begin, we're going to set these as input each side. And then we're going to put the ender tank on top right here, set it to output. Oh, wow, it's already filling. Okay, great. So this is going to, oh, now I need to put the modular upgrade now. So if I go there, I can say output and input from the top. Oh, it's not getting any power. So 1 second, where are my power invar flux duct? Right here. So let's just put an invar flux duct right here. And right now, why does this one have oil in it? What the Shrek happened? Huh? I'm confused. I don't know how any oil got into that one. So right now, I guess I'm going to have to do this and push the oil down. What? So you're able to grab oil. This is really bizarre. And here I have nothing. Perfect. So now I'm extracting. I'm going to set this one to auto input, and we've got heavy oil. So one of the things that I have to be careful is, you see how we have light oil and heavy oil? Well, the heavy oil was pushed on this side. Let me just check something. Let's just make another fluid cell. This is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. So fluid cell. Yeah, let's make 4 more fluid cell. So this, oh, and 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4. And these fluid cell. Great. So now if I come back here and I put this down, this is the heavy oil is going on this side. Hopefully the light oil is going to go on this side. Like, I have no guarantee. So let's just set that to input. Can I don't know if I can right click. Can I go? No, I can't do this. So let's just do this and put that to input. So this is all the heavy oil, and it didn't send any light oil on the left. Come on. And yeah, I'm going to make this faster. Okay, we're still doing good. So we're not gaining power, but we're not losing power, which means that this is probably not going to produce enough. Let's get another magmatic dynamo. So I need a redstone. Oh, I got one right here. So let's just grab this and then grab this. And magmatic dynamo is this and this, I believe. Yep. And then we're going to do this and this to get an upgrade. And we're just going to go, you know what? I'll move you back. So I'll put that in the back right here. I'll set the front to input, the top to output. I'm going to need another invar flux duct that I'm going to put right here. And then I can go. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to do. And then I can go like this and put this in here. And now check, is the power going up? Perfect. So that fluid cell got emptied at least. So now let's remove that and get back this fluid cell. Then we can go back and put back the oil tank on top of this. Okay, this is restarted. We still don't have any light oil. Why isn't this? Oh, auto input. Light oil in. Perfect. So technically, here's what I want to do now. These machine can hold 4 bucket. So what I'm going to do is that until I get 4 bucket of at least more than 4 bucket of heavy oil and at least more than 4 bucket of light oil, I'm not going to start the bottom processing, because if I do that, it might empty the fluid cell and then I can't control which side each one goes. So during, oh, you know what? Just give me a moment. I'm also going to remove that because I forgot about completing the quest. I'm so focused on just getting stuff done that I'm forgetting the quest. If I come over here in divided by digital, we need a bucket of black gold. For powering our rocket, we will require some very potent fuel. Search some of the warmer biomes for a source of crude oil. You cannot miss it. No, we cannot miss it, and we were fortunate enough that we set up our base close to oil. I knew that oil was something rare to find, so that when I found it, I'm like, oh, might as well use it. So that was the black gold, and then this is the heavy oil, and this is the heavy oil. Yeah, crude oil can be refined into heavy oil using a fractioning still. Hydrocarbon sorter 2, refined crude oil into heavy oil, creates a byproduct of light oil. And if we go to the last quest step, hydrocarbon sorter 3, both heavy and light oil can be further refined into rocket fuel. So basically, if I come here, you see light oil makes refined fuel and heavy oil makes tar, and it uses 100 millibucket at a time. And if you look, a crude oil is going to make 40 and 60. So I accelerated the process of this one. I'm probably not going to accelerate the process of these. And the reason I'm probably not going to accelerate the process of these is that I want to make sure that the production of heavy and light is faster than it's consuming, so that these two never cross-contaminate. And like I said, until we're above 4 bucket, we can't start any of those because we don't want them to empty. Then we can put this right here, and this is going to be receiving from both left and right, and it's going to be exporting from the front, and this is going to be the light fuel one. Let me just come back up here and reset that. Great. So this one's going to be the rocket fuel. So when we're ready, we're just going to bring this one over to the rocket, and we're going to use that to fuel it. Great. So that was the main goal of today's episode. We're still going to do a couple of little things, but I don't want this episode to be too long because I need to go in a time lapse to make sure everything else gets produced. Like, I'm not going to set up more divisions just to show you what the ones do, but I need this to be full. And right now, it's being used faster than it's producing. See, I'm going to need at least I'm going to need all of these drawers to be completely full before I start the process. So while we're waiting, let me just go check something. And this is good. This is good. This is exporting 3s, but it's using them faster than it can. The 8 is not good, but we'll restart that later. So the other thing that I need to do is I want to use this. Like, I'm not going to go complicated. I'm just going to use this smeltery. First off, we're going to get the sear drain out. And we're going to go on the other side, put it right here, and we'll put a drain. We're going to grab this and this. You know what? This one's going to go, nope, wrong place. So this one's going to go right here. Oh, wait, 1 second. I just need to not forget any step. I'm going to need a chest and a hopper. Chest and a hopper. Probably would have been easier to just search for hopper. Perfect. Okay, so this is where I'm going to extract all of the seared faucet stuff. And I'm going to also grab this. And come over here and grab this. And then put a seared faucet right here and turn this on. With this. And switch it over to invalid block and floor. What do you mean invalid? Oh. Yeah, let's reform this. And this is the seared stone. Ingot gold. Oh. I am so dumb sometimes. I'm going to need another seared drain before I do this. So let me grab all of this, and 4 of these. So if I come here and I do like this, and I put 2 copper ingot, that's going to give me a seared drain. Okay. But if I go like this and I put it on the other side, this is going to give me some seared chutes. Seared chutes are used to input or output item from the smeltery. So I'm going to need 2 of those. I got a seared drain and I want a smart drain. Nope, not like this, like this. A seared duct, filtered smeltery fluid input and output using copper cans or bucket. So basically, I have a copper can here, and once we make more of that dimensional matrix fluid stuff, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one right here, and see, I can put a copper can to say only export this fluid. I don't want to lose this fluid. It was too expensive, so I'm not going to take any risk right now. So right here, now I can replace this one with the other sear drain that we needed to make and turn these on. Perfect. So that's going to completely empty this. And we're also going to, oh, if I made you dizzy, I even made myself dizzy. So I'm going to grab this because this is what I'm going to use to extract the glass. So if I switch to glass, I'm going to go like this. And back to this. So that this will continue. And once this is clear, ooh, clear glass. I love clear glass. If I was going to spend any time making my base look nicer and cooler and whatnot, I would have made a lot of seared glass, because the beauty with seared glass is that they don't have any connecting borders. So if I go like this and go 1 and 2, see, no border between the two. I really love clear glass. This is what I tend to use whenever I want to make things pretty. Okay, so this is going to finish exporting. Just want to make sure that I'm completely emptying this thing so that once we're ready, we can start this right here and make this fluid work. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to need another seared drain. 1, 2, 3. I grabbed 4. I'll just put it back right after, so it's not the end of the world. So I can just grab 2 and put that here. And I'm going to put another lever here when I'm ready, but only when I have a copper can. So the way copper can works is I'm going to put it in the casting table. And I'm going to put a copper can in the table, and I'm going to pour just a little bit of that dimensional matrix fluid, that logic calculation thingy, and I'm just going to be able to use it from there. Perfect. So this is completely empty. And probably I'm going to need to output lava in a more consistent manner. Okay, so that's good for now. Come back right here and push that back into this. Okay, so the 2 seared chute. Now, this is what we're going to be using in the next episode. Like, this is, I cannot start this in advance. I can only start this when I have all of my numbers ready, because I'm going to show you. So let's come over here, and we need to do 2 export bus. Export bus, like so. So we're going to make 2 piston, 1 and 2. And we're going to make 2 export bus. Then we're going to need 2 capacity card, which means I need a basic card. Well, that's 2 basic cards, so that's great. I make 2 capacity card and grab that. So when I'm ready to export the number, I'm going to bring a cable over to these 2. Okay. And these 2, I'm going to put a capacity card in each because it adds 2 feature. It adds, first I'm going to have 5 spot, and then I can say, this is scheduling mode. Export the first item until the network is empty. We don't want to do that because we want a proper balance of 1s and 2s and 3s and 4. So I can go to round robin. So the way round robin work is that it's going to export this number, then one of this, then one of this, then one of this, then one of this, and cycle back. Okay. Same thing here. We're also going to set this one the same way. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab one of each number. So 8, 3, 0, 2, 6, 7. I'm not going to start it because, like I said, until I have all of them, if I don't have all of them, I'll be in a situation where I'm unbalanced. And until you have one, it's not going to switch over. So the machine, the smeltery would overfill and be in a situation where you can't really do anything with it because it's like all full. Let me just go back and show you what I mean. How is this going? This is at 10. This is at 7. Yeah. So push. Oh. Huh? What happened? Where did it go? Did I just void everything? I don't know what happened. I think I voided everything. Anyway, so if I start this one, and I say this one, okay, so this one is filled with light oil, and there's light oil left here. This one, like, just lost all of its heavy oil. I don't know what happened. This is kind of annoying, but it's not the... Oh. This is what happened. So basically, it went into here, then into that tank. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab one of these like this, and I'm going to say grab from there, export at the bottom, and voila. Wow, that was really worrisome. Okay, so now I can grab this and put it here. And now in here we have fuel. Do I have enough to get one bucket? No, not one bucket yet. So the sad thing about this is that you don't see the quantity. So light oil is replenishing and not going down, and heavy oil I think is also replenishing and not going down. I'll come back in a moment to check it, but that's perfect. That's completely perfect. I might accelerate those by just a little bit, but technically light oil is being produced. So while we're waiting for this, let's come back here with the explanation. So here I'm going to say export 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's going to go round robin. It's going to push a 0, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and then cycle back. But at that same time, this one's also going to be doing its job, but with 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, which is why it's important that they are all completely full the drawer, because if all the drawers are completely full, then they're going to continue being in the same ratio. It's going to go 1 0 1 1. It's basically going to go 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 1 2 3 4, and just continuously go like that, which means that these will be taking space, but not that much space, and then at the end they're all going to merge together and transform into the processed logic that then I'm going to be able to get a little bit with the copper can, and I'm going to be able to export properly. Okay, what else? What else do I want to talk about right now? Let's just eat a little bit. Give me 1 second. I'm going to take a quick look at my notes because I feel like I'm forgetting something. So we've got the oil processing. We've got the, you know what? Because of the time, let's just test that water, aqueous accumulator setup. So if I come over here and I grab a zinc machine, what's the aqueous for? Aqueous right here. So it's a copper machine and a bucket. So let's make some buckets. Let's just make one for now. So zinc machine and, oh no, it's this. So that's going to give me an aqueous accumulator that I'm going to need to set up with water. Let's make another bucket. Great. And you know what? I'm going to simplify my life, and I'm going to make 2 more ender tank. Ender tank like this is, I need some fluid tank, so I'm going to need a copper. Let's crush that. What's going on here? Oh, the heater ran out of whatever. This whole place is no longer really important. That's kind of the problem with these things. At some point, nothing matters anymore because I have more than enough. I have more than I will ever need, so I don't really need to be concerned with creating some more of that brass. Okay, so those are the 2 fluid tank. I can turn around and say make these into these. And then do I have lapis? Yeah, 1 and 2. So I'm going to go set these to 1. I need to crush them. Wait. Do they crush into... Yeah, blue dye. Whew. I was just like, is this how I do blue dye? I need to remember that I'm not in Universe IO anymore, which is probably the only problem with playing 2 Modpack at the same time. It's not always clear, like, what recipes I remember from one series to the other. So let's just do this right here, like so. And then we'll get rid of this and get rid of this. Grab these 2. And I'll be able to put as many aqueous accumulator as I would want. It all depends on what I want to do. So let's just grab 1 redstone because I want that aqueous accumulator to be as fast as possible. I'm going to make 1 of these and then we can come back here. So this right here is going to be exporting. Then I'm going to need the aqueous accumulator, and can I put it back here? I really don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to do 1 bucket of water here, 1 bucket of water there. Then I'm going to remove this block and then put an aqueous accumulator right here and a water thingy right here. And is this filling with water? Yeah, wait. This is not working. Why is this not? Oh. Can I put an augment in it? I don't even remember how I've been dealing with my water. This is how sad this whole thing is. Do I not already use water in some way somewhere? Oh, I use a fluid cell in between. You know what? Let's just take a moment and go and get that done. So, if I grab this and I put a fluid cell, there you go. Input, output, auto. This is filling with water. Right here, this is filling with water. This is full of water, and oh my god, water is epic. Look at this. Yep. Thank you, Discord, because that is... So this will push into it properly, but this will not pull. We do need a fluid cell in between the two, and this is barely... So I think if I remember the comment correctly, is that every millibucket, not bucket, every millibucket counts as 1 item. So now look at this. It's just going crazy. I don't know if I can push more water into it, but at least now we should get to these 5 stack and a half pretty soon. Yeah, so I can go to my time lapse now. In my time lapse, I will be wasting time because my goal, I don't want the time lapse to be over until I have enough matter ball, which I'm not going to have to worry about. Basically, what I'm going to be worrying about are these numbers. This is what I need my time lapse to be about. Until all of these drawers are not full, I cannot start the next episode. So I'm going to make sure that all of these drawers are completely full by the end of my time lapse. And then we're going to get into the next episode. And in the next episode, here's the plan. we're going to start the export right here and monitor this to make sure that it's going well, which means I'm going to bring cables all up to here, and I'm just going to set it like with one cable missing here so that I can put the cable when I'm ready. Wait a second. See, I can, there's one last thing I can do with you. These flux cable, if I remember properly, there's a way to have one that's controlled by a lever, I think. Wireless access point, ME toggle bus. Yeah, with a lever. Let's just go ME toggle bus. Come on, click. Toggle bus. Like this. And let's grab a lever. So now if I come here and I do this and this, and I put the toggle bus right here, and this and this. Huh? Okay, so this is not really working. But 1 second, maybe if I put it like this. Wait, I was sure this worked. So if I put the toggle bus here and I do this, and I put this lever right here. Wait, okay, I'm gonna do some research, but I think that this disconnects them so that I'll be able to at least start bringing this over to this power, like to this place, without it being connected. Right now, I'm not going to connect it because I'm worried it's going to start the export, which I definitely don't want. So see, I'm not going to connect it right now. I'm going to wait till I'm ready. I'm going to put this off. And I think that when this is off, it means that this is not working. Although I'm not 100% sure because this should technically have not connected the two together that I can remember. Anyway, like I said, once we're ready, in the next episode, we'll start this and we'll start producing the dimensional matrix. Because right here, it says, if you go here, we have liftoff for the rocket guidance computer. We need 8. That's it. Once we have the 8, we're good. Okay? But we're going to need 24 crafter. Okay, so that's something I'm also going to do in my time lapse. In my time lapse, I'm going to prepare the wall with the 24 crafter to build the rocket guidance computer. Okay, so in the next episode, we're going to get in, we're going to transform all of, well, we're going to start the fluid, the liquefied computation matrix to be able to make the computation matrix. Then we're going to make all of the plastic that we can from the matter ball, and we're just going to start, we're going to make our whole armor, the oxygen. Oh, we're going to have to create the oxygen processing also. I kind of forgot that, but that's going to give us something to do in the next episode. We're going to need to set up a mixer like this to be able to do this. And, ooh, that's also a good point. We're going to need a couple of these blaze burner. So I think we're going to need 4 rocket thruster, and we're going to need 1 for the creation of the oxygen and hydrogen. So I'm going to at least prepare that in my time lapse, and I'm going to prepare the setup just to be ready to make it. But I'm going to make the wall of 24 to make the computation computer. Then we're going to build the rocket platform and the rocket, and we're just going to lift off in the next episode. So this is the point of what was done today, and hopefully now we can grab a bucket to prove that we've done it. Yes, done. And right here, this quest is done. So next episode, we're going to do this little part right here, and we're going to be done with this mod pack, which is going to be episode 40, which I find kind of cool. We completed it in 40 episodes. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.
Nothing changes.
Life.